What's up, everyone? We're back for some more Gundam Evolution gameplay. Gonna be playing Asshimar this time in another ranked match on the JP server. But before we get talking too much about the match itself, I wanted to talk about the new mobile suit reveal, which just happened the other day. We are going to be getting Gundam Heavyarms from Gundam Wing as our new mobile suit, and I think quite a few people were able to predict it based on the little teaser they put out, and I also think Data Mine showed its name in the files. But that's pretty exciting. It does look pretty cool. One interesting thing they did show about it in the trailer was that it's going to have a big jump referencing a scene from one of the movies, and there's actually not a whole lot of suits currently in the game with big vertical mobility type stuff. I mean, obviously you have the flyers like Asshimar and Methis, but then it's really just Barb and Exia that kind of also have it, and Exia even then doesn't really get that much height off of his vertical moves, enough to get up that little ramp there like you saw, but not really quite the height that Barb gets with the jump or the flyers. But Heavyarms jump does look like it goes pretty high. So that could be a really nice ability to have on kind of a more mid-range suit rather than how it's mostly limited to close range. And really Asshimar. Methis can, you know, do damage from high up, but it's usually just more to get around and for supporting abilities. But yeah, other than that, we don't know the damage numbers, but it does look like its main weapon is going to be the dual Gatling guns, and then it seems like there's going to be another ability you activate which gives you access to both arms for 4 Gatling guns for a certain period of time. I'm guessing it's time-based, maybe it's like a meter for how much you fire, which is going to up your damage for that. And then the ult appears to be kind of like a Pharaoh ult, but really fast, and it looks like it did a ton of damage. I mean, you know, we're gonna have to see. Maybe the suits are weakened for the trailer to make it look stronger, but if it's capable of killing 800 HP suits or really anyone from full HP, then it looks insane because it's very fast and you can do it after doing the jump like they showed in the trailer. So it looks potentially really crazy. And even if it doesn't fully kill, just the fact that it's going to be hard to avoid damage that can just kind of come from above, it's probably going to mean it's a pretty good G mover. But you know, it might be another slowish suit. I probably wouldn't be surprised if it's only 1 dash, but also could be 2. Definitely not going to be more than 2. And then also obviously the HP is going to matter. I expect it's going to be 1,000 or more HP, but you know, once again, we won't know for sure until that patch notes drop, which I believe will probably be dropping soon. They do have a mission briefing stream tonight to go over the details of like the Heavyarms release and stuff. So I'll probably be doing a watch along for that to see what new news they drop, and then I'll go over the patch notes in a later video when they become available. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. It looks like a fun suit to play. I guess I've kind of said that for all of them. They all look fun, and they have been pretty fun. I've enjoyed new suits. I would say Hyperion's not really my style, but I've definitely come around to new Gundam, and I enjoy playing them a lot. But who knows, maybe my opinion will change on Hyperion as well. But could be a good counter to shield meta. We'll have to see. I mean, melees already do pretty well against shield meta, like Barb and kind of melee Zaku, but he's kind of weak in general right now. But yeah, if you're not playing a melee right now, I feel like your best options to counter shield meta are kind of just Asshimar and a little bit Jim, because he's got, you know, also has the fire damage and a 1 melee option with the shield bash. So we'll see. They've showed Heavyarms fight in shield suits a lot. I'm not sure if that's just because the theme of the season to start off was Defensor with all the shield suits. So maybe it's just for that, or maybe he will be really good against shredding shields with all that minigun damage. But I've heard a lot of people are excited for Heavyarms, so I think that's cool. You know, Hyperion was a very out-of-nowhere pick that not many people were expecting, but it seemed like a lot of people were hoping for Heavyarms. I saw a lot of comments hoping for that, so I think a lot of people will be happy with this one. So we'll have to see how he ends up playing, but definitely looks like it's going to be a fun suit. But to get back to Asshimar, and in this game, I did want to do an Asshimar video before the next patch drops, because I think it's pretty likely he's going to get some adjustment. I think they buffed him too much in the last patch. Might not have needed any buff at all, but he did get a pretty big one, so I could see them making some kind of adjustment. So I figured I'd make a video before that happened. But yeah, napalm is just crazy strong right now. I always thought it was good, and I think most people thought it was good, but I guess he wasn't seeing tournament play or anything like that, so they felt the need to buff it. So if they don't end up reverting the napalm buff, maybe they'll do something to nerf the maybe so you don't get your punch quite as often. I think they did actually nerf how quickly you got it, but with the increased damage on napalm and the buff to charge shot, you're still getting it pretty fast. So maybe they'll nerf that more. That could be a good change. Or maybe they'll revert the napalm buff, but I don't think they're going to do that. I feel like so far they haven't really gone back on buffs other than, I guess, the Mahir one a little bit. So we'll see. I wouldn't be surprised if we get some sort of nerf to Asshimar coming up. Yeah, pretty good first round there. We've got a good amount of time left on the clock. And now we just got to hold them off in round 2. Okay, hopping into round 2 here. And I think I talked about it a bit in my last Asshimar video, but I do like missile base a lot for Asshimar. It may seem a little odd because you actually don't have as much space to fly around as, you know, some of the more open air maps. But I just think napalm is really good for shutting down people on this first choke point, which I've kind of abandoned already because I want to stop this Asshimar from sneaking through, which is another reason why I think Asshimar is pretty good on offense. I didn't have to do it. We were able to break their offense or their defense pretty quickly, so I didn't have to go for a flanking one. But yeah, just this choke point right here. It's also why a lot of people like to pick Mahiru on defense, which we do have. They're also running Mahiru on offense, which I don't know if it works quite as well. He did manage to land some nades on me at the start, so there must be at least a few spots where we can get some good nade bounces onto the high ground. Yeah, on defense, I've seen a lot of people opting for the Mahiru here. You can get a lot of good, just splash damage in general is really good at shutting people down with the choke, but you can also get some ricochets off the wall down into the health pack below. And then so obviously, speaking of splash damage, napalm is kind of the king of splash damage at the moment, so that's why I think he's kind of good here. And you're just hitting that napalm. Even if you don't get kills, you're building up towards that punch, so when they really go for their big push, if they ever decide for it, you've got the punch option to kind of shut them down. Right here, they are doing a little push to kind of claim the high ground. Managed to get lucky on that barb dodge. I didn't realize he's behind me. I think I just got lucky with my dash. But he went for a bit of a hover there. I think he was trying to get more directly above my head for that that longsword slam, and I was able to shoot him out of the sky. But we haven't been able to get back that little high ground area yet. They are pushing us back. We are up full 6, but as you can see, everyone's really low. So I decided to go for the punch, get both Metis and Sazabi. Sazabi's gonna back up. And I decided to just take enough of his time that he can't get that repair. And I back up here, and I'm doing a lot of damage to shield. Team was helping, and they were able to finish him off, but I went down as well. And I think our team is still in a pretty good position to defend here. I think it's just really Asshimar on the point, and he got taken out sky by a Metis turret, so that's nice for us. And so far we're holding pretty well. They don't even have 25%, or really much of any percent at all. But things could turn around. I don't think they've used their G maneuvers yet. I don't think I've seen an Asshimar punch. No bar bolt. That could obviously turn it around big. They've definitely got some big ones. This one probably not going to be too big with their team. They don't have a Pale Rider or like an Exia to really take advantage of that Metis ult. But this Asshimar keeps going for these flanks, and it's definitely a great option for Asshimar. But I think if you just go for it all the time, a little predictable, and you're never fighting with your team. And so far, I don't think it's worked out for him here. He might just want to play this team better, but he has opened us up a little bit. This Dommel's kind of alone as well. He might be able to get away. Nope, can't even get away with that. He didn't really do any damage either. So yeah, they're pretty spread. Mahiru coming in here alone. That's going to be rough. Mahiru, oh, but he does this size will be backing up, so maybe he'll be okay. We got the flank there, and they're still going down. They're going down to a minute now, and they haven't been able to really get a good push. I think once they've got this us pushed back to this point, they really just need to group up and push together. They might have a chance now. 2 of them just respawned though, so maybe not. No, Ashmar's going in solo again. See, this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, that punch, even if he got the kill there, I don't think it really would have mattered, because he couldn't get away. They would have just traded 1 for 1, and we would have just been basically the same situation as before. But now he's down, he didn't even get the kill. Our Dom's going out, just kind of push him away. Not a bad option, but I maybe would have saved it till they were more on the point. But he does have him spread out now, so we're able to get this kill on this Barb, so maybe it's the right play. And now Mahiru's flanking behind, trying to get the bad cap on his own. I don't know about that. I'm a little scared of him getting nade hits on me, but I just walked through my own napalm to get chase. And he does go down, so now this is probably going to be their last push here. He might be able to come back up in time to help them out if they manage to get into extra time by staying on the point. But they are going to be fighting down a man for a bit. But I wait to here to repair. Get a punch, I get 2 hits. End up taking out the Dom, who I don't actually think got hit by my punch, but I'm trying to get the Metis. Couldn't really focus on him enough. Didn't get to finish my kill either, but they're all still pretty low. We might be okay here. I'm really upset I didn't get that kill on the Metis, and he was able to get that repair as well. And it's pretty scrappy here. Mahiru is back in time, but you know, he's not the best to be fighting on the point. It's kind of hard to land your nade hits, and you just go down to Metis turret again, and I think that's going to be it right there. So, stronghold. Looked a little scary there when they got the repair, and I wasn't able to finish my kill off of that good punch. The rest of my team was able to clean up. We got a nice 2-0 win. And managed to snag myself the MVP as well. We'll have to see if that's as easy to get after the next patch. I'm acting like it's going to be the end of Asshimar, but for all I know, he might not get nerfed at all. But we'll have to see. Either way, yeah, hopefully you all are excited for the new suit and you enjoyed a little bit of Asshimar gameplay. Like I said, I'll probably be doing a watch-along for the mission briefing stream tonight if you want to tune in on my Twitch. And if not, you can stay tuned here for more YouTube videos. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.